probably know, I'm with the Fulda Area Credit Union. We're a credit union located in Southwest Minnesota. Who am I? My name is Melissa Gale, and I'm the Chief Marketing Officer with Fulda Area Credit Union. I put some information on this slide that I thought would be important to you guys, just to see what kind of degrees I got in college and how it got me to this position as the Chief Marketing Officer. I have an Associate of Arts degree from Minnesota West in Worthington. I have a Bachelor's of Science degree in Marketing from Southwest Minnesota State, and that's in Marshall, Minnesota. And then I also have a Master's of Business Administration, and I got that one online, and that one I just completed here within the past 3 years, I think. So that one is the newest out of all of these. Probably the most important degree that I got that helped me get where I am now is my Master's of Business Administration. They call it an MBA for short. It's just really generic to all things business, and that helped me get the position that I have now with the credit union. I've been with the Fulda Area Credit Union for about 2 years. I really didn't know that I would love a job so much in the financial field with a financial institution, whether it would have been a bank or a credit union. So it's been a really pleasant surprise how much I've ended up liking my job. And I'll go into that more in a little bit. Okay, so who are we? I think, let me move this a little bit. Okay, so what is a credit union? Does anybody know right now in our Windom group what a credit union is compared to a bank? You guys can just show of hands if you've even heard of a credit union before. Oh, good. Yeah, I see a few hands. That's good because we have a branch in Windom. So hopefully you've driven past it and or maybe have even been inside. A credit union is different from a bank because we're owned and controlled by the people who use our services. And that would be called our members. Anybody who comes into the credit union, we don't consider them a customer. They are a customer, but we give them the title of member because any money that they put into the credit union makes them a part owner in the credit union. And that's called a cooperative structure, which is the second bullet point. Credit unions are not-for-profit cooperatives that still offer the full range of products and services that a normal bank can. So a lot of people think, oh, the credit union just sounds different. I'm not familiar with it like I am with the bank. We do all the same stuff. It's just we're not-for-profit. So any money that we make, we try to turn around and invest it either into our communities or into our members. We offer them really great promotions, great rates. So that's what we do with those profits. And that is the third bullet point. Earnings are returned to our members through services like free ATMs, better rates, lower fees. Another question we get a lot is my money insured if I have it in the credit union? So a lot of people know that if you put money in a bank, whether that be $5, $500, or $5,000, it's insured by the government. Banks are insured through a government agency called the FDIC, and I'm sure many of you have heard of that. The credit union world has the same thing, except for we're insured by the NCUA, which is the National Credit Union Association, and it's insured up to $250,000. So if you would have that much money in the credit union, and for some reason the credit union would close, if there would be a recession in the economy, something bad would happen, the government would back your money up to $250,000. And that dollar amount is the same in a bank. It's just a different government agency that insures the credit union world. The primary purpose of credit unions, they were founded on the sole purpose of helping members save money. Of course, that's changed a little bit in today's day and age. Saving money is always good, but we do understand that people need to borrow money to live their life, whether they want to buy a house or they need to buy a new car just so they can get from point A to point B. we want to help our members save their money in a savings account, but saving money could also mean having a low interest rate when you're borrowing money for your car. That way you don't have to pay as much interest on that loan that you borrow. So, any questions about credit unions so far? No? Okay, so just kind of expanding on who credit unions are. Credit unions can only serve specific people in their state. So we're located in Minnesota, so we can only serve certain counties in Minnesota that were designated to us by the state of Minnesota. So those are the counties we serve. I put them on the map and you can kind of see where they're located in Minnesota. So we serve the very bottom 8 counties of the southwest part of Minnesota. So what do you have to do in those counties? You either have to work, worship, have a family member who's already part of the credit union, or you have to live in one of those counties. So it's a little bit different than a bank. You can't just join a bank if you live in Minneapolis, let's say, that's in the cities. You couldn't be a member of the Fulda Area Credit Union, but you could if you had a brother or sister or a mom or a dad who did live around here who was already a member with us. So that's another way how we're different than banks. Okay, so here's a big portion of how credit unions can tie into careers. What careers are there at a credit union? Is it the same as a bank? Is it the same as any place? For instance, you could be in financial services, which would be you being a teller. You could be in member services, which would be a loan officer. And there's, of course, different areas within being a loan officer. You could be consumer, you could be mortgage, you could be ag or commercial. Does anybody know what consumer is? Can I just have a show of hands? Who thinks they know what types of loans are under consumer? Consumer loans are going to be the ones that are like your car loans, your boat loans, if you were going to buy a four-wheeler, anything like that. Anything that you're going to use personally is consumer. And then, of course, mortgage is your house. Agriculture are your farmers. And then commercial are like your business loans. So if I was going to open up a business, I would fall under that commercial loan category because I'm going to buy a commercial property for my business. And then, of course, we have a call center. So those are people who field all of our phone calls. We get many phone calls a day. Those people answer the phone. They have to be able to answer a lot of questions. So that would fall under member service. There, of course, is the marketing department, which is my department. We have a marketing specialist, a graphic designer, and a business development representative who gets word out to local businesses that we're here to help them in any way we can. We have a collections department, which isn't always everybody's favorite department to talk about. Collections is a department that makes sure people pay their bills on time. It's a very important job to the credit union. Operations, a few jobs that people wouldn't typically think for a financial institution are like an executive assistant. That would be like a receptionist. They help put together files. They help, again, answer phone calls. They help greet people when they come in the door. And we even have maintenance people, people who clean for us at night, who do our lawn care during the day, who help us, pick up sticks, pick up garbage, whatever. Those are also all very important jobs to a credit union. And then, of course, we have IT. They take care of all things computers. We have tons of computer systems we use at the credit union. And that's a very important job within the credit union as well. Any questions so far? Nope? Okay. We'll keep going. Okay, so here's when we'll start to do our game. for today. I want to talk a little bit about financial literacy. So has anybody heard of this phrase, financial literacy? Just a show of hands.
They've heard it. Yes, they have.
Perfect. Okay, so now I want everyone to raise their hand who thinks that they're financially literate. So you have a good handle on your finances, you know how to budget. Show of hands who feels like they're a good money manager right now. Maybe
You have like maybe 4 or 5 of them. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so what we're going to try to touch on in our game today is that financial literacy is the ability to use knowledge and skills to make effective and informed money management decisions.
Do you need me?
Hi, yeah. And I've just got to give you access to be able to record from now on.
Oh, well, and I'm recording the session I'm in.
Oh, did it already? You already had it?
Yeah, I never left after lunch.
Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. You can go back. Hopefully it didn't stop. I'm sorry.
Okay, because that's
if
what
it did, then you can do the next one.
I ignored you the first time, and then I was like, oh my gosh, she is insistent. I better leave.
Sorry. Okay.
Nope. Okay, I'll go back. All right. And are you sharing a screen different than your PowerPoint right now?
No, I'm not. I'll keep going with the PowerPoint, but I'll just need everyone to take out those budget game sheets that we printed.
Okay, thank you. I got pulled away, so I am back for the moment.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, I think most of them have their sheets out and ready to rock.
Okay, awesome. Okay, everybody. So here's where we'll all see how good of money managers we actually are. Okay. So I titled this game The Game of Life with Fulda Area Credit Union. So does everybody see there's the very first line on your budget game sheet says, what did you choose as your career? I want everyone to write down one of the options on the left-hand side that says pick your career. So you can either choose a loan officer, a teacher, computer tech, plumber, receptionist, landscaping, or just write the word other if you want to pick something else. You don't actually need to pick something else. Stick to one of these options on the screen, but try to choose one that speaks to you. These options are, of course, in no way, shape, or form all the jobs that are out there. We just picked a few for the game. Okay, and then once everybody has their career chosen, on your budget game sheet, the printout, there's an option, a line that says income per month. I want everybody to write down what they hope to be making per month. And you'll see on the PowerPoint that it has to be a number between $1,000 and $2,000. So of course, everyone's probably going to put down $2,000 because that's the highest, which is fine. But I want everybody to guess what they think they're going to be making per month. just depending on the career you chose. And it's fine to put the highest. You can put 2,000, you can put 1,000. Okay, hopefully everybody has their career chosen and their income chosen. So now I want everybody to cross off what they wrote down for income per month and write down what you're actually going to be making per month based on the career you chose. Did anybody guess exactly what they were going to be making per month? 2 people? Awesome, nice job. So you guys will notice there is not even a $2,000 option on here. Okay. So now I want you guys to move to the bottom half of your budget game sheet, and you'll see the words budget dash guess. Okay. Here's where I want everybody to start creating your budget. So I want you to write down 5 or 6 items that you feel like you need to budget for. So these should be real life things. I'll give an example. The number one thing I like to budget for is my house payment, because I have to have somewhere to live. So I want everyone to write down 5 or 6 things that they want to budget for, okay? And then next to what you're going to budget for, write down the amount, the dollar amount of your salary that you want to put towards that item. So for my example, I need to write down 6 things. So if I would put my whole salary towards my house payment, I would have no money left for my other bills. So try to be smart with it. Try to come up with 5 or 6 things that you want to budget for. Leah, did I see a message there from Krista? I can't find it, but I thought I saw something come through.
Yeah, she just messaged us to let us know that this session wraps up at 12:40, and then there's a 10-minute break before the next one at 12:50.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Okay, so our group's out there. Does everybody have 5 or 6 budget items that they can think of? Yep. Okay, does anybody want to share out of our groups some budget items that you thought of?
Cars, food.
Food.
Cars. I don't know.
Anything else you guys had?
Stocks. Gaming to make even more money.
Stocks, so some form of investing.
Spending until. So wait, what's the name?
Anything else you guys had?
No. Water.
Ooh, water. They talked about utilities.
Yes. Yeah, that's an awesome one. Yep. Okay. Awesome. Really great suggestions, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next slide. Okay, So here is what we actually need to be budgeting for. So you guys will see the bottom half of your budget game sheet. The right-hand side is budget actual. So I want everyone to take down the time to write down all of these items that are on the screen and then write how much the corresponding dollar amount was those. So on the budget actual, you'll write rent, $600, utilities, $200, because this is what they're actually going to cost. So you can't make up a dollar amount this time. I want everybody to write down the real dollar amount that's on the slide. There's 10 monthly expenses on here. So I just want everybody to write them down and the dollar amount with them. So do we think everybody's about done writing those down? Okay, so if you're not quite writing them down, that's okay. Those who are done, now comes the hard part. Take your income per month. So if you're making $1,200 a month, you can only spend your $1,200 of income. So circle the things that you want to put your money towards. This is where the game part comes in. We're going to see how long people make it once all of our bills start being due. So if you have $1,000, you're only going to be able to choose a few items on this list that you can put your income towards. So those of you that are done writing them down, start circling the items that you want to put your income towards, and you can't spend more than what you make in a month. Okay, do we feel like mostly everybody has their income divided out between the items? Good? Okay, so here's where the game part comes in. So I want everybody to put their hand up right now so I can see everybody. Okay, awesome. Okay, so it's the first of the month and all of our bills are due. The 5th of the month rolls around and one of your family members gets the flu. They need to see a doctor and you have to help them buy the medicine. Stay in the game if you paid your medical bills. So if you did not put money towards medical bills, put your hand down. Okay, so it looks like we still have a few people left who put money towards medical bills. It's the 10th of the month and your car breaks down. It will cost $100 to fix it. Stay in the game if you set aside the $100 for savings. So if you did not set aside the $100 for savings, put your hand down. Okay? It's the 15th of the month. Did you pay your utilities? If not, the power is getting shut off. All the food in your fridge is going to go bad. So put your hand down if you did not put aside $200 for utilities. It's the 20th of the month, and the month is nearing its end. Did you buy groceries or did you eat out? If you ate out, you are now out of food because it's the end of the month. Stay in the game if you purchased groceries instead of going out to eat. So put your hand down if you did not set aside money for groceries. It's the 30th of the month. Your rent is due. Stay in the game if you paid your rent. Okay, awesome. And then that's it. That's the end of the game. Do we have a lot of kids locked with their hands up? So if anybody noticed, all of these items on the screen add up to more than $2,000. So even if you would have been making the $2,000 maximum in one of those careers, it would not have covered everything on this list. So this is, again, a financial literacy game. So it just helps us to start thinking about all of the things that we might have to pay for once we have jobs. If I have a job that's only bringing in $1,000 a month, I can only do a few things on this list. I might have to ride my bike everywhere or walk, which is okay, but I'll need to eat. So $300 in groceries, $600 rent, and $100 medical bills, that's all. I can't go out to eat. I can't put any money in my savings. So it's important to realize how much money you're bringing in and what you're going to be spending in a month. Okay, and that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. Any last questions?
Home Depot. Home Depot. Thank you.
They're supposed to say thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, thank you guys. Awesome. Thanks, everybody.